What if your biggest competitor was actually yourself all along? One logo, two teams, both racing to beat each other every single day. Sounds completely crazy. Why would any company spend money competing against itself?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Here is the thing.
I look
This is
forward to
not a
discussing
mistake
the
at all. It
proposal.
is a strategy.
I've got it.
Some of the most powerful companies in the world do exactly this every day. Today, we are going to find out exactly why smart companies do this. When a company is small, it moves incredibly
just need to
fast,
focus on the
and
plan.
everyone is truly
I am
hungry.
completely
But then the
confident
company
that we will
succeeds
achieve our
and
goals
grows
this
bigger.
quarter.
And bigger means slower, always. Revenue is steady, customers are loyal.
Patience is key.
So why would anyone
They
try
won't
harder
realize
than
their mistake
necessary?
until it's
This
far
is
too
called
late.
the comfort
The
trap.
outcome is assured.
And it has already destroyed companies you have heard of. Big companies that got comfortable and stopped competing
projections
eventually
seemed challenging
faded and
at first,
disappeared
but we
completely.
found the solution.
Comfort is the enemy of
This.
progress. So what do the smartest companies actually do instead? They build competition from the inside. They create their very own enemy on purpose. Same company, same logo. Two teams both racing
The court
hard
has
to
reviewed the
outperform each other
evidence.
completely.
Unfortunately,
Internal
statutes are
competition
clear.
is when a
And the
company
rule-
creates
Well,
two
gentlemen,
teams
I believe
to
our
solve the
business here
exact
is
same
concluded.
problem. Sometimes
Good
both
day.
teams know about each other, and sometimes they do not know at all. Neither team wants to be the weak link. So both teams push themselves harder
Excellent.
every
This data
single
confirms
day.
the next
The goal
phase
is
of the
simple.
plan is
Keep both
ready to
teams sharp.
execute.
Keep both teams hungry. Best idea wins. And above both teams, a senior leader watches quietly,
Maybe I'm missing something obvious.
acting as the referee for everything. This idea is not
Just
new.
doesn't quite
It
add
is
up yet.
actually very old and has been used for many decades. Defense companies ran competing internal labs during the space race to get the best designs. If only one team works alone, they get lazy.
how
They
everything
stop
connects.
questioning and checking their own work.
This is
But the
the
moment
clarity
a
you
second
need to
team
move
appears,
forward.
everyone works faster and checks everything twice. Internal competition is not about distrust. It is about designing pressure completely on purpose. Let us now talk about real companies, real decisions, and the very real results that followed. A major tech company once had two divisions. One built
I'm just not
hardware,
sure that's
one built the
possible.
software experience. They were rivals,
Trust me, it is.
working inside the
We've accounted
exact
for
same
everything.
company under the very
I know
same
this
roof
might be
every day.
difficult to hear,
The
but
hardware
it needs
team
to be said.
pushed software to
We have to
optimize
face the
better.
truth. What
Software
happened
pushed
was-
hardware to build chips faster. Neither team wanted to be the weak link. So both teams kept sharpening
this
each other
one
every
adjustment,
single
we
day.
can
The
ensure
customer
every
received an
package arrives
amazing
on
product
time,
born
every
directly from the
time.
pressure both teams created
Soon,
together.
This entire operation
Example
will be
2,
under my
a
control.
massive entertainment company running
are
multiple
none the
internal
wiser.
studios, all competing for budget. Studio A pitched hard, Studio B pitched just as hard. The company did not pick a favorite at all. Both studios produced, both released content, and viewers had
have an
more
agreement
great
then.
choices than
No
ever before.
unauthorized use.
More great content meant more subscribers and more revenue, growing faster than anyone had expected. Internal competition raised the floor for everyone inside the company every single time it worked.
Wait, where is it?
Example 3,
It
a
should be
fast
right
food
here.
company with two internal teams, one defending classics,
We've analyzed
one
the data,
attacking with
and the
new
path
ideas.
forward
A
is
new
clear.
item appears
This
beside the
framework
classic
outlines
one,
the three
not random
key
at
areas
all.
of focus
This
for
is
the
a
next phase.
deliberate competitive test. If the new item sells better, it stays on the menu permanently.
East past
The
the weeping
data
statues,
decides
the
everything
cave
here.
entrance is
If the
hidden
classic
behind the
holds its
falls.
ground, it proves
I
it
see it
still
now.
deserves its place on that menu board. Either way, the company wins. The weak idea gets cut, and the strong idea always
You might
survives
be
the
wondering
test.
how this affects
Here is why this
truth
works
is,
on
we
a
are all in this
human
together,
level.
and I am
People are
confident
deeply
we can-
competitive by their very own nature. The moment a second runner appears beside you, your legs start moving faster without even thinking. Same person, same ability, but now they are running faster just because someone is
remarkable
beside
how
them.
comfortable one
Scientists
can
call
be
this
when they
social
simply
facilitation.
decide not
You
to
do not
struggle.
need a bonus, you just need someone beside you trying. Companies figured this out and baked competition directly into their own organizational
This
structure
isn't right.
deliberately.
What are we gonna do?
But here is
They're
where
closing in.
everything gets complicated. Internal competition is powerful, but it can go very wrong. What happens when teams stop competing and start actively trying to sabotage each other instead.
Our strategy
What
leverages
happens
key
when
synergies
teams
to
start
ensure
hiding
sustainable
information
growth in
and
the
refusing
upcoming
to
fiscal
share
year?
research that could help everyone? Duplicating costs with zero coordination has wasted hundreds of millions inside major companies worldwide. Without rules, internal competition becomes a civil war that destroys value instead of creating
so
it.
much left to do.
Internal competition
When will
needs
this
rules.
end?
It needs a referee standing firmly in the middle of
The goal is
everything.
right there.
Principle
Easy
1.
choice, right?
Shared resources,
the
but
other one?
separate
Why the
goals.
question
Both
mark?
teams have everything they need to do their
And
best.
the truth is,
Principle
I was the one
2.
holding myself
Controlled
back
transparency.
all this time.
Teams can see each other exists, but cannot copy each other's work. Just seeing the competitor move faster is enough motivation. No bonus needed, no threats
The
necessary
cycle
at all.
continues
Principle
endlessly.
3. Clean decision
we stand,
points. At a
watching
fixed
it all
date, a
happen.
final decision is made about which approach wins. One team wins. The other team is not punished. They are respected and fully absorbed into the company. The culture must say competing and losing is never failure. Competing and learning is the whole point. Now imagine this. 2 teams, 12 months of competition. 1 product launch. 1 moment of truth arriving. The product has the best hardware from one team and the best experience from the other team combined. Neither team built this alone. The competition itself built this product. That is the real magic here. This is internal competition done right. It does not divide a company. It sharpens the whole company completely. So let us come back to the very beginning. Why would any company compete against itself deliberately? Because comfort is the real enemy, not the competitor across the street from your building at all. The biggest risk to any successful company is the moment it stops feeling any pressure from anywhere. Remember this, big companies slow down. Internal competition is what wakes them back up again completely. The best internal competition always has clear rules, a strong referee, and deep mutual respect between teams. The goal is never to destroy the losing team. It is to build something better than either team could alone. Companies that understand this do not just survive disruption, they disrupt themselves before anyone else can. If you work at a big company right now, ask yourself this one very important question today. Share this with someone stuck in a comfortable job. They might really need to hear this today.